What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with another video. This is a life/work update, and I'm sorry for the reflection over here, like what I do with my hands down here. You can see over in this corner. I cracked my phone a few weeks, actually it's been over a month ago, 2 months actually, jeez. And I have not been able to afford to get it fixed. So you're just gonna have to bear with me. And I left my iPhone that I used to film in Albuquerque during Christmas. So woohoo! So it is 2020. I hope you guys are having a fantastic new year, and I hope you guys are living it to the fullest. I don't know why I stuttered on that. And also, thank y'all so much for the support. The support seems to be growing. It's catching traction with the Toronto Huskies videos. It seems like every time that I upload one, I get double the views that I expect, which isn't much. I don't expect like 1,000 views or 1,000,000 views or anything like that. Like a handful of views. Like those of you that know me, my whole motto is practically, like, I see views and I see subscribers as like a room. And if I can fit, for example, 3,000 of y'all in a room or an auditorium or what have you, that is pretty, that can almost, a couple thousand short, but that could sell out the Amarillo Civic Center here in downtown Amarillo. I think it seats about 5,000. I think is the biggest attendance, and I could see that as okay. I think that's the Coliseum, the Amarillo Civic Center Coliseum can seat about 5,000 people. So I see that as like, all right, that's cool. And then my views, I see that as like, I don't know, just whatever. So if I get like 50 views, that I see that as 50 people that are like sitting like in a movie theater and watching the video. That's kind of how I see it. Sitting there with their popcorn and their glazed donuts from Pork Chop's buffet and all that good stuff. And that's how I see it. So when people are like, wow, this channel's dead, or this channel doesn't get that many views, whatever, I'm sorry, I just don't see it in that light. I see it as, even if it gets 5 views, that's 5 people. That's a small group of friends that are just hanging out and watching something for entertainment. And that's the way I see it. So go figure. And so I'm still working at the deli that I was telling you guys about. I'm not going to mention any names, but my previous job I've been thinking about a lot lately, and I honestly was just thinking to myself that I might have dodged a bullet by getting fired from my previous job. And by that I mean, I feel as if though it was like I've said before, that the thing that I went to college for as a career, because of that job, now I see it as a hobby. Because I was listening to the Dave Ramsey show on the radio one day, and one lady said that she went to college for, I can't remember her field. I think she went to college for business. I think like she was like a bookkeeper or something like that. Like it was like a business degree. And she said that she noticed after working her career for 1 to 2 years, she thought to herself, holy crap, I don't like this. This might actually be a hobby. This might be something that I do like on the side. She's like, but I don't want to make a career out of it. And that's kind of how I feel about graphic design and the audio video editing. I do it for y'all, but doing it for a paycheck like that, I don't know how I feel about it. And in all honesty, the job that I have now, I'm comfortable with, I'm fine with. I just wish I got more hours, but that could also be in my control. I can pick up shifts if I need to, but I'm still learning the ropes. They've had me do sandwich making. They've had me on the line making sandwiches, and so I've been doing that. The week before I left for Albuquerque, and this week I've been doing sandwich stuff. And from what I understand, the next thing I'll be doing is they want me to be a runner. They want me to take the foods to the tables and bust the tables and just fulfill the guest needs, just whatever I need to do. And that's what it sounds like that I'm gonna have to do coming up, because they're still trying to teach me the ropes, how to do everything, which I'm totally okay with. But I've also applied for a few other jobs, so keep me in your thoughts and your prayers, and we'll see where that goes, because it seems that seems like every 5 jobs that I apply for, one comes calling back. One's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Because I did get a interview at one job, and we'll see how that goes. But I'm just planting seeds, just trying to figure out what's out there, trying to see if there's anything in particular that is just screaming for my attention. I did actually apply for one of my cousins. My cousin works for this company, and I actually applied for the company he works for. So we'll see if they come calling. So Caleb, if you're watching this, bro, hook me up. So there's that. But yeah, 2020 is an oyster to me. And that is, it could be anything I want it to be. It could be amazing. You know, it's up to me to determine what I want to do. Even though I follow him on social media, and I'm not really the biggest fan of him when it comes to politics and stuff. Still like him because he makes badass music. Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue posted something on his Twitter like, the new decade, like what do you see yourself doing from the year 2020 to 2030, and stuff like that. And he's like, well, the possibilities are endless. He's like, I'm excited to see the potential and the possibility. That's kind of how I see it. It's like anything is possible through this new year, and it just seems that, you know, you could be in control of what you want to do, but the universe kind of has to throw you a bone once in a while, or God, or whatever you believe in, can throw you a bone once in a while. So the way I see it is, it's totally, your mindset is everything when it comes to this. And I just hope that you guys just have a positive mindset going into this year. What is your New Year's resolution? Let me know down below. If there's any way that I can help you guys, just let me know. My New Year's resolution is, I have a list of things that I want to do. I made an entire list while I was in Albuquerque on vacation. I had at least 10 things jotted down before I had to stop. We were driving from Socorro, New Mexico back to Albuquerque because we were staying with my father-in-law, and we I think that's about an hour, I think an hour and 15-minute drive. So my wife was driving and I was in the passenger seat, and I was just making a list of things. One, no particular order, one thing on my list was, actually this is the most important one, and I put it at number 1. Like, I had it like at like 9th or 10th, and then I just shot it back up to 1. I was like, yeah, this is where you go. And that is to love my wife more and more every single day. And so far 2020 has been great for my wife and I. And I think our biggest plan, hopefully, for this year is to have a kid, is to have a little piglet running around the house, you know. And because I've been really fortunate, because I've gotten to know a lot of cool people, and that is including some of my wife's friends and then some of my friends. But my wife's friend Kendall just had a baby, a 10-month-old baby at this point. And I got to hang out with her, and I got to hold the baby, and I got to play with her and everything, and it just felt right. It felt that might be the next chapter of my life, and I hope that it's something that comes into fruition. I hope it's something that actually happens, you know, because my wife and I have been trying. It'll be 3 years in June since we've been trying, so I still got about 2.5 years of trying to have a baby, and hopefully 2020 will be it, and we could have a baby in 2020. And just to it's kind of perfect, obviously, because, you know, I've never had 2020. Actually, I'm just kidding. I actually, my eyesight started going bad, I think in the fourth grade was when my eyesight started going bad, and they noticed that I needed glasses. So they're like, They're like, are you blind? I mean, what's that say? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, what does it say? You tell me. You got the vision. I apparently don't. So I had to get glasses back when I was a kid. So, but my wife apparently has perfect vision. So we'll see if that's a generic that they get on my side or they get on her side. We'll see. But anyway, enough about that. So just, again, keep me in your thoughts and prayers, because I'm trying to have a little piglet, a little rugrat running around. That would probably be one of the most satisfying things ever. Something that I've always wanted to be. It's something that I've always wanted to aspire to be, and that is a father, and not only a father, but a good father. And nothing would be more awesome to add to my resume than father. You know, that'd be kind of cool. And I'm just getting goosebumps thinking about it. So another thing was, I wanted to finish my horror story, and I officially think I came up with the title. I stole it from a Kiss song, and that's Childhood's End. And that's the horror title, or horror story that I'm working on. I'm trying to make it into a memoir, which is, or a novel. I'm trying to make it into a novel, not a memoir. A novel. And in order for that to happen, I think it has to have, what, 30,000 words for it to be considered a novel. So I need to extend it, and I have like details written down of what I want to do and what I want to fix and extend and expand on and all that good stuff. Let's see what else. I just want to also do my horror retrospective of Nightmare on Elm Street. Something that I've been trying to work on for the last 2 years. I started working on it before I got this last job that I worked at. I was actually going to write a script and everything, but that took priority over the retrospective. So let's see what I can do with that. And probably do the first movie and then just do retrospectives of each individual movie. And hopefully by the time I get them done, they'll have another one out. It's been years in the making, but apparently they've been... Wes Craven's estate got the rights back for Nightmare on Elm Street, and apparently they're shopping, or they've shopped, trying to get a script or even like a TV series, like on HBO or something. I personally would like a new movie, and I would like a Netflix series. I think that Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street would be very successful on Netflix, especially with shows like Orange is the New Black. You know, that was very popular for a while. You season 2 just dropped, and a lot of people are into that. So that might be something else to look into. And just whatever, I think it'd be kind of cool. And then I also wanted to obviously do more things for the Huskies. Like I'm working on like these businesses, quote unquote, for the Huskies, like to name a couple, like you know, like if you listen to like your favorite team on the radio or whatever, like the Dallas Cowboys, like they'll say, like, this is probably not correct, but it's like, and you know, Kai Forbath kicks a Albertsons supermarket field goal and it's good, or and that is a Navy Federal Credit Union first down, you know, stuff like that. So I could do things like when my players get pancake sacks, or not pancake sacks, when they get pancakes when they're trying to protect the quarterback, I want to give them, one of the players, like a Mr. Johnson's Maple Syrup Award, you know, to go with those pancakes. Maple syrup go with pancakes, you get it. Like a Doggo Wireless is another thing I came up. Doggo Wireless first down. This field goal is brought to you by Sergeant Baker's Cheese. You know, just I'm trying to come up with all these companies and stuff like that, taking inspiration from things like Sergeant Baker is a Primus song, and Doggo Wireless is just something that I thought was kind of cool. The logo that I created and then lost, and so I had to recreate it again. I think it's actually better the second time around. And then Mr. Johnson's Maple Syrup, I created that logo, and now I have to recreate it because when my laptop crashed, that went with it. So there you go. But guys, this might be the longest video I've done in a while, so thank you guys so much for bearing with me. Once again, tell me your New Year's resolutions. I gave you a couple things off my list, and hope you guys are going to have a great 2020. I'm very excited about 2020, not only just to live in the moment, but to also just enjoy the moment, you know, enjoy this year, because what is it? I saw a meme earlier. It was like, look at me, I am 2020 now. and it was like, the future is now, old man, from Malcolm in the Middle. So it's like we are living in the roaring 20s part 2 or whatever, because the 1820s, I don't know if they had a Renaissance or anything cool like that, but the roaring 20s part 2, you know, roaring 20s 2.2, I don't know, but it's just something cool to think about, you know. And just in all honesty, 2019 was a roller coaster for me because it had a lot of ups and downs, but even though it ended on like a downer, I still saw 2019 as a year of growth, as something that I could do, as something that I can, you know, learn from and grow from it. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for dealing with the reflection of my hands and everything, and hope you guys have a badass year. Thank you so much once again for dropping by, and always remember, my little piglets, Call It Pork Chop and Papa and Cardinal Copia loves you the mostest. Thank you guys so much. I will see y'all next time. Happy 2020, everybody. Bye, guys.